Stream is live. Awesome, awesome. Here we go. Greetings, everybody, once again. It is another Tuesday night here at the HOBO Racing League, HOBO Cup Series. Tonight, race number 26 brings us to California, Fontana, California Speedway. Honestly, one of the more competitive tracks that we're going to be going to this season, outside of course, the super speedways. But man, yeah, how can he get any better than this? Very wide track, track that you're going to be maybe slipping and sliding a little bit on the initial start, but otherwise, I think that this is going to make for some very close quarter racing, kind of like you would see at a track like Michigan, which we did see a bit earlier on in the season. Of course, that race won by KJ Kilojoules. We'll see if he can do it again, or if Herman Reese will continue to build on his win tally. He's up to 5 after his win at Iowa last week. And hey, we're only a few more races until the chase. So after tonight, there's only going to be 3 more races. And then the chase field will be set. We've got a great field on tap for tonight here, looking like 27 drivers. And call the action alongside me. Once again, returning after calling the fast race with me on Sunday, Caleb Rose, back at it once again.
Ooh, glad to be back up here once again here in the HOBO Racing Series, and definitely going to be an exciting one here tonight from California Auto Club, whatever you want to call it. Always the same, but still, yeah, it's going to be a very fun race here tonight. Auto Club Speedway, definitely a very interesting and very fun racetrack, and especially with the field size it's looking like we might have here tonight, we could definitely see a lot of action here from tonight's race, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and just cannot wait to see how the storylines we've built up on so far this season will play out. Just have to see who winds up in victory lane. Definitely got your guys to keep an eye on, like Keith McLean, Herman Rice, and it looks like they're qualifying well too, so they might get a pretty early jump here on the rest of the field, but definitely looking forward to seeing how this race will play out. It's going to be fun here from California.
Always a fun deal here when I'm alongside my man Caleb. Always a fun deal here at HOBO, and hey, you can't get much better than the California Speedway. Auto Club Speedway, as it was later known, and is getting its reprofile, I guess you could say. But hey, this is still the OG, and we still got it here in the game. So we got even a possible new face or two running here tonight. Well, new to this season at HOBO, but certainly not to the channel. But we'll be able to go over that here in a moment. This qualifying is winding down. Get on off track just to be safe here. And it's looking good for Keith McLean, our man Mac Daddy, up on the top of the timesheet at the moment. 37.325, and it's looking like he will be starting on pole. Herman Reese to his outside. The 5-time winner and the 3-time winner this season. Herman with the 5, Keith with the 3. And then Caleb Lingle and Ken Hansen with a great qualifying effort there in 4th. We'll see if he can convert that to a good result here tonight. Fugate starting 5th and definitely hungry for a good run tonight. How about Randy Smith? Starting 6th with an excellent qualifying effort there in the number 10. Eric Codian, and then HB Hardy. Great to see HB with a good effort there. He will be starting 8th. Steve Grant and Eddie Rayleigh will be rounding out the top 10 starters. And also starting tonight will be our man Magoo. BSR Magoo in the 144. We know him from Bomb Squad, of course. So it's awesome to see him come out here to attempt the race here at HOBO. He qualified 15th. Like I said, 27 drivers is what we are officially looking at here for tonight. That's how many we got connected in TeamSpeak. And yeah, I think that this is going to be quite the thriller. Of course, all the other usual suspects ready to do battle here tonight. KJ Kilojoules starting 24th. Here tonight, or 23rd, pretty much. Jeff Sikanis also did not set a lap time, and will start just ahead of him in 22nd. And hey, how about it? We got old Freecam working. So your regular pit lane 2 is given away to this. Obviously, I won't be using it super duper. I won't be using it a whole lot during the actual race because I would rather not risk anything bad happening. But that's how we got the thumbnail for this one. And thank you to Tyler Mallon, who was the one who created Freecam, and Zach Rogers for hammering in that, yeah, I should totally get this. Although, Caleb, I think you also kind of did the same thing. And I can tell you that you were pretty happy to hear that we got it going. But isn't it just incredible the amount of tools that we have for this coming on 23-year-old game?
It's it's amazing, honestly, just how much modding you can do to this game, and it's really come a long way in the time it's been out. I'm still really glad that we have a very strong modding community, and I mean, yeah, it's just incredible that all this time later, mods are still regularly being developed, and we still, every time we think that this game is peaked, we keep getting better and better. Now, of course, there's a mod in the works which lets you edit the track high and high during a live race. So, I mean, it just keeps getting better and better for this game. I cannot wait to see what the future has in store for this. But right now, just this game's come a long way, and it's been an absolutely incredible journey.
Oh, ain't that the truth? And I actually lied. It's not 27 drivers, it's 28 drivers. So even better.
The more the merrier.
The more the merrier. You absolutely love to see it. And the live editing in the I during a race, that is news to me. I did not even know that. So bringing that to my attention. That let's see, we got, like I said, 88 laps. Fuel window estimated in the realm of probably 25 to 28-ish would be my guesstimate. That is on personal experience. Pit road speed I'm wanting to say is 55. It might be 50. I'm pretty sure it's 55. I think we'll figure that out in a hurry. Anyone who is coming by here tonight? Like I said, we got Fontana tonight. We're gonna have Richmond next week. We will be, of course, bringing the fast playoffs once that rolls around, come the beginning of fall. And something else also in the works coming up here potentially for Saturday nights. Stay tuned for that. Right now, we're just letting time wind down, and I'm just keeping it on this wonderful shot here, looking up the front stretch at the entrance of turn 1. I was telling Caleb, I love these flyby shots, and I just had to find an excuse to get another one of these cameras set up. And thanks to Freecam, just took the pit lane 2 camera, moved it over here, and here we are.
Voila.
This is as perfect as you can get. I love it. Voila. And Caleb, I know that at least on the offline side of things, you got something pretty cool coming up here at the Turkey Hill Truck Series.
Definitely, yeah. I got the Turkey Hill Truck Series coming up here before long. That'll be starting next. I forgot when it starts. I know it's next week. I'm pretty sure it is next Thursday when Daytona is supposed to go up. Let me double check that though. Yeah, next Thursday, August 21st, we will have the opening round at Daytona. Yeah, definitely looking forward to running the Truck Series this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. And also got the IndyCar Series finale coming up in the next week as well, so keep an eye for that one as well. That one also ought to be a lot of fun as well. The finale last year got pretty crazy, so we'll have to see how this year goes, but they got a lot of stuff, got a lot of exciting stuff coming up here on the offline side of things, and cannot wait to see how that all goes.
Go subscribe to AG the channel to anyone who has not already. Go show my guys Alex and Caleb some love there. We're just about to get this party started here.
Make sure you cheer on Andrew Miller as well for the Wawa Cup Series championship.
I think I'm a little outside the championship hunt at this point. But I appreciate the sentiment. Hey, I made the chase. That's all that matters.
You did it. You beat Blaine Keys.
I beat Blaine Keys. It happened. I still can't believe I called my shot on that a year ago. Or coming on a year ago. Good lord. Field lining up, gridding up here. And to those that don't know what I'm talking about, I said I was going to beat one of the big guys over there at AG the Channel, and I did. Kind of. Although now he has more wins than me on the season. But I'm still beating him in points because I made the chase and he didn't.
Now, you made the chase, he didn't.
So, what truly matters? That's what truly matters. Logistically, that is.
Drivers, start your engines!
And given field will be rolling here. All 28 of these drivers. One of the biggest fields that we have seen in quite some time. But it's as I've said, you're never really short of cars in this series. Again, we have not dipped below 20 for a single race this season, as far as the car count goes. We've always been averaging in the realm of, like, on the low end, probably 22, 24, somewhere in there. So you got 28 for this one. Got Magoo in this one, which is great to see. H.B. Hardy. Keith McLean on pole here. And you pretty much do have all your usual suspects pretty much throughout the field here. Both the Johnstons, both the Rubinos, Castle's back there, Monty Keller. There's Charlie Trusty. Let's watch for Ryan Johnson make some noise. Current third in points is that 78. Wiley King up there in the standings as well. Fourth in points. Or fifth. One or the other. And yeah, you got some guys qualified very well here. Ken Hansen and Randy Smith. We'll see how they can convert those results into a good finish. 88 laps here. Pace car pulls her down. And here we go. It is Fontana Auto Club, California, whatever you want to call it. It's the OG version as well. And here we go in sunny California.
Boogity boogity.
Field already spread out, seeing a little bit of three wide there. I think this first lap is just going to be a case of keep the car under you as best as you can. But from third place, Caleb Lingle are going to lead the first lap here. How about that one there for representing the Caleb name?
That was a great jump off the start from the 113. Got a good run there in the turn one. Took the lead away. And yeah, like you said, I think these first probably couple laps is just going to be a matter of getting the car underneath you. We got one around off of two. That's Rubino in the 44.
That cold tires early in the run.
Oh, we got a wreck in the back as well.
That'll,
Johnston is around, and no, Magoo is crashed.
Back stretch.
Couple more piling in.
Rick Castle's facing the wrong direction. Monty Keller. Hopefully Magoo's not too badly damaged there, that 144. Just a little bit of side damage on the 124. It doesn't look too catastrophic, but the early yellow is going to fly here.
Old tires, like you were saying.
Yeah,
these guys get into the groove of this racetrack. We should definitely see these guys ripping around here, but while those tires are cold, this track can definitely be a little bit ruthless.
Freaking on Rubino here. He's going to check up here as he was kind of washing up and nearly got into the 77, trying to save it. And unfortunately does end up going around. Not too bad, but yeah, not too sure what happened with Magoo here. He's got some side damage. 77 also.
Oh.
Spun out there. I still have Harry on the whisper. Whoops. From last week at Iowa. See what happened with Magoo here in the 144. Oh, goodness. Side by side with DJ. Yeah, this was ahead, so this was a whole separate deal, and a little bit. DJ kind of doored him there.
Yeah, make of that what you will.
Yeah, I don't think anything intentional there. I think just it's got a little too close. I know these guys. They would never, in a million years, do anything malicious like that. If they do, then oh, you bet the ban hammer will be thrown very quickly.
And just a bit of a squeeze there.
Yeah, but I think repair some damage there on pit road should buff out a lot of that side damage, and should be good. May cost them a mile an hour or two on realistic damage, but otherwise I don't think it's gonna be too severe. Which is good. Caleb Lingle with the excellent jump there on the start is gonna lead them back to green here, assuming everybody stays out here. Keith McLean, Herman Reese, Bugate to 4th, and Steve Grant now P5. Ken Hansen drops to 6th. The King, Ryan Johnson already into the top 10. Eric Codian and Randy Smith rounding out said top 10. Yeah, cautions maybe a little bit longer at this track compared to Iowa, but it's kind of the nature of the beast here. It is what it is. Caleb on the clutch here as well, just trying to save what he can, try and go a little bit longer. Every bit helps at a track where tire wear will play a factor, but won't be too severe. Again, that is based on kind of my personal experience with this track and similar geometry tracks. Just kind of do a little scroll through the field here. Thanking anybody who has tuned in thus far. I guess while we got some downtime here, just to keep everyone in the loop. Apparently, Connor Zilich did end up having surgery on that collarbone, but I still just there's just something about the idea of you race your heart out, you win a race, and then all you try to do is stand up on the window of your car, and down you go, and now Lord knows how long he's going to be out. So I don't think we're going to be seeing any standing on the window celebrations for a while in any form of NASCAR.
So very, very happy that he's okay.
Yeah.
And, hopefully he does get back behind the wheel sooner than later. He's a fantastic driver. And
yeah, well soon, Connor. Quickly kind of becoming a fan of the guy, I feel like.
Big fan of the guy. He's got some talent. He has
a lot of talent.
Crazy talent.
I mean, good lord, the dude's what, still just 19, 18? Somewhere in that ballpark.
Something like that.
And he's on the same frickin' pillar on a road course as Shane Van Gisbergen? You can't make that up.
And the thing is, he's good on ovals, too.
Yeah. That kid. I mean, we hype up drivers all the time, say that they're going to be the next big thing. And then they don't. But I think that there's a chance. I just really, really hope that they don't rush him into a full-time NASCAR Cup Series ride. Then I feel like that would put him in a bad spot. They did that with Ty Gibbs, and he's been I don't want to see the same happen to Zilch.
Casey Atwood, Dylan Kwasniewski deserve longer. What? Who said that? Who said that?
Ooh. I mean, truth be told, if we really under the green flag here. Caleb Lingle taking lap number 7 here at the lead. See, like they're in the chat there, probably going to be rooting on our man Steve Grant as we are back to racing. Turns 1 and 2. And field is just going to try to keep it under them here. Everyone's looking good at the moment. Caleb with a mirror full of this 28. Herman Reese dropping back just a little bit. Ooh, that was very close to the bumper. A bit surprised at that one, but hey, Keith has found some success in this particular paint scheme. And that Davey Allison wasn't bringing him a whole lot of luck as of late, so hey, switch it up. Switch up the mojo. See what happens.
Hey. There you go, and he's fighting for the race lead right now here from California, all over the back bumper of the 113 of Caleb Lingle, trying to find a way around. If he can get an edge here, he takes a peek around the outside, maybe trying to diamond the corner a little bit. Oh, he might have something here. He might have something here. He's gonna, I think, get to the quarter panel. Here, down the front straightaway, and in the wings, here comes the 73 as well of Herman Rice. He's trying to close in as well as they go side by side here into 1. McLean's going to be on the inside. He's going to clear for the lead here going into 1.
Caleb going to try to cross it back over here. Looks like he will. Yeah, Caleb going for the crossover here and is going to try to take it back. Boy, Caleb, this remind you of Michigan a little bit? You remember that?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Constant crossover after crossover.
Oh, Steve. Hang on. We're going to see it again.
Oh, here we go. Michigan special. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. They're battling for 4th as well. Steve Grant and Fugate. But, there's a lot of battling going on here, but we're going to keep focused on this battle for the lead. As Caleb's going to drop back a little bit that time, and that will give it to Mac Daddy up to the point. For now.
113's got a bit of a run.
He's going to go for it there. Wasn't sure if they were under caution there. Keith was really conservative on exit. And that is going to give it right back to the 113, and not anymore.
Over again.
This is why he's going short way around. Oh, that car's loose.
Oh, boy.
I bet you that's why he was checking up off the corner. That car is loose.
Reese going to take advantage, take second away. That was sideways for the 78 of McLean. Luckily, he held on to it there. That was a great battle for the lead right there.
That was awesome. That's why we love Fontana. That's why we love this track. It really supports that kind of racing. Fugate was able to hold on to P4 instead of Steve Grant. Wiley King, another Speedland guy, up here to 6th. We got Ryan Johnson. No surprise that he's working his way forward. He's up to 7th. Gary Codian, HB Hardy, and Eddie Rayleigh looks like they're going to be the top 10 as they all just got past Ken Hansen, and they're all really stacked up behind them for about 10th on back. We're pretty well stacked up here for about the first 7 cars.
Definitely seems that way. Everybody about nose to tail. Even he maybe tries to go for a move here going into 3 and 4. Fugate maybe had a nose there on the 28 of McLean, but McLean going to diamond the corner there, block the 9, and looking for potentially a run here off of turn 4. Fugate got a decent run there, though, as well, and is all over the back bumper of the 28. But, yeah, all these guys up here just about pretty much in a line right now, drafting off of each other. These bigger ovals draft could definitely play a decent factor as Wiley King goes up the racetrack just a little bit. And here comes Ryan Johnson in the 78 trying to take advantage to the inside.
Might get that position going into turn 3 here. That looks like Wiley had to check up there for his teammate, avoid getting into him. That killed his momentum, gave that to the 78. That will move the Buffalo Wild Wings scheme up another position as Fugate is going to go for the move on McDaddy here for P3. And will take that position rather handily. Those two pretty much are teammates, as is Herman Reese there. They call themselves the Four Horsemen, but in reality it's 5. Because Jeff Stakanis and KJ are also in that. Caleb Engel, though, he's the man at the moment. And getting that race lead back after giving it, and taking it, and giving it, and taking it. He's finally got it all to his own here. Good to see you in chat there, Mr. Edge. And our man, Ken Hansen. He slipped a little bit. He's back to 11th, but still running pretty solid as it stands, and a long way to go in this race. For 9th, HB Hardy, Eddie Rayleigh. HB going to hold on to that position.
All these guys honestly kind of making that outside lane work. I think that might be where a little bit more grip is. We see the 113 kind of entering a lane higher than everybody else and not really going to the paint. He kind of arcs it down to the bottom, but doesn't go all the way down there and kind of still stays towards the middle of the racetrack. So I kind of wonder if that's potentially where the grip is, at least right now, and the inside is probably a lot looser. We saw the 28 get really sideways running down there, so wonder if maybe the middle line potentially is where you want to be if you want to try and make a pass.
Yeah, at the moment, they're making it work pretty well, although Keith maybe feeling a little bit better about his car. He's going to try to take 3rd place back away.
Johnson
Whoa,
way up the
that's
track.
not where you want to be. As Keith will get that spot.
Into the wall.
Whoa, man, that is not good there. Fugate's going to go ahead and take it back after 28 clips it. Ryan Johnson only losing a single spot out of that. But now, yeah, that 28 does not seem very happy on corner exit. That seems to be the weak point. Now he's struggling to hold on to 4th here against Steve Grant, and Wiley King is also looking like he could try to take advantage here. Oh man, Keith sails it off there, trying to hold on to that position, and will do so.
It looks like these guys are really making that middle of the line work. We saw McLean there clear the 11 of Steve Grant. We got Johnson side by side with Wiley King back here for the 6th position. Going to sail it off here into 1 and 2, trying to close in here to the 11 of Grant. McLean with a good run here on Fugate for the 3rd position, all over the back bumper. That 9 machine going to stay in line right now for the time being, though. Maybe seeing if you can probably try and push that 9 car up to her top 2.
Yeah, they lost just a Scotia time there. Trying to make it up a little bit. I think Keith is also maybe thinking that his car is handling better in the dirty air. And he's just going to be content to keep it there for the time being. Herman Reese has closed just a little bit on the 113. But still 70 laps to go. Pit stop's probably still a good handful of laps away. Especially with them saving fuel under caution there, I imagine we've probably got another at least 6-7 laps before we'll see these guys coming down. They're still all in a line here. And all right on top of each other, although Ryan Johnson's starting to come forward here a little bit. Although, right as I say that, Wiley King going to try to take 6th place back. Steve throwing his teammate a little bit of draft. We heard he there in 8th. Always watch for that 03 to be pretty dangerous. And may try to get a run here and potentially push the 78. Actually cuts down a little bit there, and then 95 trying to cut his momentum back a little bit. Eddie Rayleigh is here in 9th as well. Pretty much everybody in the top 9, all within the same group here. But Wiley and Ryan not letting each other go here. Boy, I don't even know who the heck had that position. Give it to Ryan Johnson at the stripe. And he will sail it off once again and hold on to the position.
Still side by side, though, is HB Hardy looking to try and go around the outside here of Wiley King there for the 7th position. Looking to clear here off on the back straightaway, and will do so. Move Hardy there up in the 7th position. Wiley King down into 8th for the time being, with 112 Eddie Rayleigh right behind there in 9th. And Ken Hansen now in the 94 currently rounds out your top 10. 13, Harry Gonianis back just a little bit there in the 13, now down to 12th and under fire here from the Rubino in the 07. That looks like, yeah, these guys might kind of just be saving their stuff a little bit right now. Just like you said, we could potentially just be a couple laps away from pit stops. But as I say that, McLean taking to the inside of the 9 if you get there, not able to make the move just quite yet. But now pit stops here just a couple of laps out. I'd say everybody is pretty much about dialed in right now, and maybe just trying to ride it out a little bit until we get to that cycle of stops. We'll have to see.
Yeah, the lap times have not fallen off really at all. Only about half a second at most for a lot of these guys. As here goes
Oh boy,
Keith trying again. Fugate, I think, is going to try to let him have that one. I don't know if Herman's going to let him have it. Yeah, going for the double and trying to pass that Badillac. But is he going to stay to the quarter panel? Not quite. Going to slot in line here, but we'll take that position up to 3rd place. As I get to see Francis there also in chat. Appreciate all you guys over at CCR coming by to check this out. Appreciate everybody who comes by, of course. Just having some fun here on the channel as Keith looks again, sails it into turn 1, and will take the spot back.
Boom.
Long run seems to be his strength, which for a loose race car tends to be the case at a track like this.
Yeah, for sure. And now up into 2nd, and we'll see if he can close back into the 113. So far, I guess that's been the only car that's really challenged him up there for that race lead. So we'll have to see if these two start going at it again.
Wouldn't surprise me. We're on lap 25 now, so pit stop should be coming up here pretty shortly. And these guys did have a caution to save a little bit of fuel, so they probably have a couple extra laps that they can go. It's going to be a matter of when. Now, here's going to be another question. How much of a difference will the undercut make? With Cup physics, the draft is not going to be quite as important. If this were a CTS race, oh yeah, you'd want to pit with the pack. You would not want to undercut. You would not want to short pit. You'd want to pit with cars. With Cup, that's going to be close. I feel like it's probably going to be the advantage. Reserve Johnson actually coming off pit road there, but Caleb, could you do me a very silly favor and just go back to the qualifying results and see what the pole time was? I can't remember.
That would be a 37.325.
Oh, wow. Okay.
McLean.
Okay, so yeah, these guys are just running conservative then. Because these guys are up and running faster than 37.8s. As here we go. First couple are coming down pit road here. Herman Reese and Ryan Johnson are going to be your first two takers.
Johnson real aggressive there on the pit entry. Closed up quite a bit to the 73.
Yeah, man. Just chat there. Greg Stenzo's in the chat there. Again, appreciate you all. Let's see about what we can do for CCR. Have to confirm that there. I'll talk to Steve after the race if he's still around. But race leader coming in next, Caleb Lingle. Aggressive pit entry there. Ray Dog, Eddie Rayleigh coming in there. And the 112, good for you guys staying out still. And who's going to emerge where is going to be the big question here. But based on what we're seeing, the lap time with the draft is not going to be quite as big of a difference. Just kind of based on the qualifying times. I think Keith is going to be bringing her in this time, and he will be. Fugate in, HB Hardy in, Steve Grant and Wiley King staying out. So far for the Speedland guys. Ooh, Ken Hansen. Getting bold there. Hey, trying to make up time. This is one of the, honestly, one of the more forgiving pit roads, I would say. If you want to be aggressive, you can get after it quite a bit. Now, let's see. Caleb Lingle coming off of pit lane. He's going to come out, looks like, well ahead of Herman Reese and Ryan Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes Steve Grant. Wiley King still going. This could be big. He's able to stay out enough laps here. Could pay dividends later on.
Here comes this back out of the pit lane now.
Lane immersion. There's HB. And there's Caleb. Looks like he's going to power his way around this 28 probably. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
No sweat there. Keith may actually end up joining up with the 73 and 78. As, yeah, they still got a full head of steam, so they'll probably catch his draft. Bob Gibson also stayed out an additional lap, so he was scored second there. And now Wiley King brings it in finally. Now the big question, you're going to be able to close in on that 113 as Steve emerges. Pit road there, Irv Johnston a lap down. He's just in front of the 28. There's DJ off the pits. 77. What kind of lap times these guys are going to be able to lay down. Of course, let scoring fully update. You can cycle around, not quite yet. There's Wiley coming out. It looks like Caleb Lingle will inherit the race lead here in a moment. Yellow flag.
Oh, Wiley King is around in 1 and 2 with Steve Grant as well.
Oh, he's spinning off the pit lane.
Oh, no.
That is easy to do at this track. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh, no.
Just as we were watching him coming out. Ooh, just gets on that white line and... Ugh. Yep, just enough to spin him around. Although, oh! Grant taking a void in action. They go up the track, lost it, and that is going to be a lot of rear end damage. Oh. That's about as bad as it gets right there. You spin out and you end up causing your teammates a wreck.
Oh.
Let's watch Steve here. Yeah, there's the twitch to avoid it, and of course with a car that's already on the edge of control, some movement like that, and then up into the gray. See you later. Realistic damage is not gonna cause him for any favors. Wow. That's rough. That's a tough one right there.
Mm-hmm.
Field is going to bring it down pit lane here. Looks like, as I just realized something. Randy Smith did not pit yet. So he was and still is the race leader.
Yeah.
Now, at the same time, he was not a lap ahead of any of those guys. He was just ahead of them on the racetrack. So it doesn't look like anybody's really going to be trapped a lap down here.
Actually, you know what?
You're going to have a couple with the Johnstons there.
Smith didn't actually pit. He was on pit road when the caution actually happened.
Oh, really? Oh, man, so he just got a lucky break here. So,
that's huge.
That's going to give him race lead outright for this restart. Very nice. Mark DeSenza out of the race, unknown reason why, really. But, and you wouldn't believe it. Mark DeSenza. Something happened to him. Again. And he's out. In some other news here, Keith McLean jumps Caleb Lingle on pit road. That will put him in second. And you got a bunch of other guys here who appear to have either pitted and are staying out here to gain some track position, or are going to opt for the late pit. I think both the Johnston guys are probably going to be taking a wave around here, it looks like. We're the only two cars a lap down. And let's see, with math here, we got 55 to go here at the stripe. So I guess for those guys that just pitted, in theory, maybe you could try to stretch it on one stop. I feel like that might be a bit of a tall task, but I've seen crazier things, and obviously I miscalculated fuel badly enough already, so let's see what happens here. But if they stay out as they are, here's a shakeup. Randy Smith the leader, KJ second. That's dangerous, having him in second place. Ron Simpson, Bob Gibson, Troy Donahue will be the top five, with Keith McLean sixth. Then Lingle, Reese, Johnson, Eddie Rayleigh. I do believe Harry Kodian will end up being... Actually, no. Yeah, Eddie Rayleigh in the top 10. And Kodian 11th. If these guys don't pit this time.
Big shakeups here.
Enough of a shakeup that it's going to take another sip of body armor here. Hashtag not sponsored. Let's see what the verdict is this time.
So Ron Simpson's going to come down. And
He'll
everybody else,
third.
It looks like they're going to stay out.
And out for the track position game here. Oh boy. This will be a bit of a hairy restart, perhaps.
We'll have to see.
Lights are out. So DJ should be going around the pace car here. Randy Smith will be taking the green flag in the race lead. But you got a guy like KJ there in second. All you can say to that is, uh-oh. Watch out for that 029. Four-time winner this season. Won back to back to back. Already, so he's going to be pretty dangerous up here. But Bob Gibson, Troy Donahue, a couple guys that have been toward the back, will now find themselves third and fourth. Keith McLean is going to be P5 here. I feel like he's going to be chomping at the bit to try to get back up to the front, along with Caleb Lingle. Herman Reese will be restarting seventh. More methodical. A total shakeup here at the front. How is it going to turn out? As we are coming to take lap 36 of 88 after only our second caution so far of the night. Randy Smith bringing him back. Green flag in the hand of the starter. And here we go.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that was a slow start there for the 10. I feel like that may have been voluntary. Yeah, he's slipping back, so I think that he said, all right, I got my laps, let him out. He kind of did a similar thing at Iowa. Troy Donahue is going to get swallowed up by the 28. 46, nearly with a moment there.
Boy.
But McDaddy's going to make quick work of both of those guys. Ryan Johnson by the 73. It's big there for position. O'Donohue's starting to drop. Lingo gonna get past this 46. Just like that, new leader is KJ Kilojoules. Our man Julian Wilson here, but ooh, look at this run that Keith already has. Ooh,
Oh boy.
shaking it around. A little loose there, but here we go,
Peeking
side
low.
by
Here
side.
we go.
For the lead. Couple teammates, couple friends, and just like that, Mac Daddy to the point.
Ooh, what a run.
Big run
Oh, and here
indeed.
comes Lingle as well.
AJ, maybe the tires are playing a bit more of a factor than I thought. Or maybe saving fuel, maybe one way or the other. That could, well, I think both could be options here as battle for second.
Johnson trying to stay to the inside. And Lingle got the run up top.
All right, go ahead and file in behind the 113, but the top two looking awfully familiar now. They're coming around to 50 to go. At least one more pit stop if you can stretch it. Bob Gibson still holding on. Right now going to be sixth. Yeah, sixth it looks like. Already Rayleigh's going to come up here to try to make work of that. And Ricky Bumbelow up into the top 10. Scored 8th at the moment. Just ahead of Kodian and Fugate. There's Tacanis slowly working his way forward. Now up into 11th as everybody getting a little dodgy there off of turn 2.
Oh, big dive for second. Johnson takes the spot.
Now that could be big.
Makes it stick. Oh, but Lingle's got to run. If he can get there by the time they get to 1, doesn't look like it.
Ooh,
Oh,
there's
here
that
comes Ryan
send-off.
Johnson.
Yeah, he's sending off there pretty good, but losing the momentum on exit. Yeah, he's looking very competitive. Guy who's looking for win number 3 on the season himself. Won it really early on in the season at Homestead. Got it at Charlotte in one of the longest races of the season. This track looks like it's favoring that 78 thus far. Herman Reese on the tail of the 029.
Oh, wrecking front stretch.
Yeah, they backed off here. Caution.
Oh, big one.
Must be out.
Stacanus is involved. Johnson on the 49.
Oh, that's upside down.
And upside down.
Get back on the wheels. There you go.
The steak burger patty's been flipped.
And maybe a little extra crispy. Oh my word! Goodness, he went full on dreidel mode. What the heck was that? Ooh, that's tight. That's real tight. Oh, little stack up there, and Harry Kodian gets into him, and just look at this spin. A lot of damage.
Oh, Rubino hard
oof,
into the inside wall.
there's the hit that flipped him over there for Herb Johnson. We'll have to take a look at, was it the 07 or the 44?
07.
Oh, no. I'll have a look here. Yeah, that's just a nasty stack up there. As it looked like Fugate was starting to push up the track. And then, yeah, they all had to kind of check up there a little bit. You heard Kodian spinning it around. Here's Rubino. Ugh. That's going to be some good damage there on that 07. As he actually called it a night right then and there.
Looks like he has.
Wow. Big time stuff there. On board with the 03, HB Hardy. Watch out. Oh. Just a windshield full of a spin in 31. Looks like the entire field has pitted it once again. Caleb Lingo gets back ahead of the 78. As instantly onto the clutch goes the 28. 45 laps to go this next time by. So the one-stop window should be well and truly open at this point.
Some cars, it looks like they're going to elect to pit this time by. Harry Cody again on the 13 is going to come in. Randy Smith is in. 43 and 49 are also going to come in.
Yeah, Harry was unfortunately involved in that incident. Harry with an incredible run last week at Iowa was able to. I do believe that was second place for him, or no, wait, was that Indy? I'm getting my races mixed up now. There have been so many this season, I'm starting to lose track of exactly what was what. This is why good commentators take notes. I do not take notes.
So yeah, we've got a NASCAR Authentics card right here.
Oh, really?
It's from a completely different race, but I guess technically it's race notes.
Hey, that'll probably rake you in a few bucks if you ever opted to sell that. Everybody's on the clutch here at the moment as well. That's kind of interesting.
Just like you said, we are probably just about on that window to potentially just make it on one more stop here, so.
Maybe the window's a little bit shorter than I thought. Not really sure. No, we'll find out here. I'm sure once they get to rolling and lifting in the corners, I feel like, yeah, one stop should be doable. Check it on through the field here at the moment. I do have a couple more guys out of the race as a result of that incident. To include the 07 and the 31. Tough break there for Danis. Irv Johnston will be free pass. He was a lap down there. He's going to go around everybody. Everybody back on the even playing field now. Keith McLean in the race lead ahead of Caleb Lingle, Ryan Johnson, Herman Reese, and KJ. Currently the top five: Eddie Rayleigh, Fugate, Bumbaloo, Wiley King, and HB Hardy. Currently the top 10 runners. Kind of checking a little further back here on Steve Grant. Scored 15th for the CCR guys. Probably curious. We'll go back up to the front. See what kind of a run we can get going this time by. But yeah, these restarts in the first about 2-3 laps are going to be one of the points to watch. Once they get beyond that, I feel like it'll be pretty well smooth sailing once those tires get up to temp. Comes Keith McLean out for turn 4 to take this restart here at the halfway point here in Fontana, California, the beautiful California Speedway, Auto Club Speedway. It's a magnificent racetrack. Keep hyping it up because look at the racing that it's given us. Especially now that these two are back at it once again.
Good restart by Lingle. Gonna drop back a little bit there though through 1 and 2, and now here comes Johnson in the 78 all over the back bumper of the 113. KJ also all over the back bumper of Reese back there.
And again, another one of those flyby shots in there on those single file restarts with a field this big. That is so awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Shoo, 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 shoo. Caleb, yep, slipping back there just a little bit, at least for the time being. Probably just going to try to keep those tires under him here because even with it being one more stop, these are going to be two fairly long runs. So if I want to try to keep the car under you here, although not too sure what you can do about Ryan Johnson getting under you, he's going to take that position.
Oof.
Caleb trying to instantly jump right into his draft. Move that 78 up into P2. Looking very, very strong and may have enough to compete with this 28, but only time will tell as this run goes on and what he might be able to do with that speed. Woody Rayleigh pushing up there just a little bit. But currently scored in 7th. Bugate in 6th. Again, another driver that's looking for a solid run here tonight. After a string of kind of mediocre runs here. And changes fate there, although just ran his personal best of the race.
Oof.
7-7. Well, everybody's running their personal best at the moment, especially Ryan Johnson with the 37.5 and is on the tail of this number 28. Going to go for it into 3.
Here we go.
And boy, that was easy. For now.
Maybe not quite done yet.
Gonna say we got crossover here. We're gonna see it again. Caleb's gonna give him a push.
Top 3 are under a blanket right now.
40 to go, and they all stay in line as they run. For now. Marcus Sense actually has the fastest lap of the race with a 37.511, although he's been out for a while. So, tells you how hard he was pushing.
Oh!
Wow!
Oh.
That's a move there. That's a statement out of Caleb Lingo there saying, "Oh, I see you trying to pass him on the inside. I'll take that run. Thank you very much." Goes to the outside. Now he's got to try to hold on to that. He slides up almost into him.
Oh, no! Eddie Rayleigh in the wall off of 2. We got another one spinning. That's Bumbelow in the 85. Oh, more Steve Grant.
Yellow, number 4.
Oh, Charlie Trusty piles in.
Oh, boy. See what happens here. Eddie Rayleigh running 7th on the outside. Way outside. Thing just steps and oh wow, yeah, that didn't step out. That flung itself out the door is what that did. Yeah, there's the spin for Bumbelow. Steve Grant spinning. And we'll keep it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Charlie Trusty, that was a late entry there. Yeah, Steve actually spun out by himself, checking up, and I just lost it. And yeah, it was the insult to injury, unfortunately, getting piled into by the 43. So I kind of see what he was seeing here. Oy. Everybody's on pit road here again. Tires must be that much at a premium because that's been pretty much the name of the game here. Keep it to the shot here on the exit of pit lane and see who emerges where. See if we have any strategy tomfoolery. Doesn't look like it. Keith McLean with that #1 pit stall will take advantage and will take the race lead back thanks to pit stops. Hey, Rayleigh actually staying out here, which I'm sure is just him opting to pit second time around so that he drops a little further back. That rear end is a little crumpled.
And that thing just about looks like that rear end spontaneously magnetically pulled its way to the outside wall. That thing, like I said, it didn't just step out, it just completely. That was a wild spin there for Eddie Rayleigh, and yeah, a tough break there for him. A lot of damage to the back bumper of the 112.
How on the edge these guys are pretty much throughout the whole race. Eddie Rayleigh, all it took was just getting a little bit high, and then the back end said, "Whoa there," and see you later for the U.S. Army car. Back into a familiar spot there for Keith McLean, but still a good ways to go here. Coming to lap 53. Ryan Johnson right on his tail. Looking very, very sporty. And Caleb Lingle, of course, also. It's pretty much these three, it looks like, have been kind of the dominating force thus far. You can never count out Herman Reese in any of these races. You get up to 5th. And looking pretty strong himself. KJ in 6th. If he can maybe get another position or two, he could potentially be in the fight for this race win. Ken Hansen back up into 8th. Good to see that out of the 94. Slipping back at one point. HB Hardy 9th. And first time mentioned Duke Sorensen's name. Now finds himself in the top 10 in car number 59. '49 has called it a night. It looks like he had a gear failure and opted to take it behind the wall. Tough break there for Irv. Steve Grant has actually fallen a lap down, and he's still sitting there. That hit from Trusty must have annihilated him. That is not good. Driver's second in the points still, with the one win, and the most dramatic win of the season at Darlington. Unfortunately, looks like it is going to be a not so pleasant night for the 11. Boy, just to make matters even worse, Wiley King is just falling out of TeamSpeak. And is not on the racetrack.
Uh-oh. Oh, looks like they might have lost connection.
Boy.
Not ideal.
Say sorry to all the CCR guys that are in the chat tonight. Both you guys are not doing so hot. Although you do have Ken Hansen in 8th, though, so you still got or 7th, rather. Well, still got a horse in the race here. So, yeah, a scoring update in here. Now they'll put Harry Codian now into the top 10. His lights are out on the pace car. What are these two going to be able to do on this restart here, 28 and 78? Well, we know that 113 is more than willing to mix it up. I would not be surprised if this is going to be a pretty intense battle here between these three.
No doubt about that, I would say. Before that caution came out, like I said, we saw these three just under a blanket.
Yeah, you do have Bob Gibson in this thing, too. Another Speedland driver. He has scored 12th. Here we go off of turn number 4. Pace car pulls her back in. This time around, it will be 34 laps to go. Back up through the gears they go. Green flag, wave it.
That was a good restart by Mag Daddy there.
Very well done indeed. Just in time for Trey to pop in. Good to see you, my man.
Hey.
Man, Trey Wright, who got the win of the, I would say the win of the season at Watkins Glen. Oh, one in the wall.
Whoa!
Oh, that's Steve.
Steve
Oh, I think he
Grant.
just lost the motor. That thing is dead silent.
Yeah.
That may be a yellow, and it is. Wow.
I saw some kind of commotion back there.
You know, that thing was wounded. Like, severely wounded. Oh, yeah. He got around to the restart, and then it gave up.
Ah.
Kablooey. An engine that was absolutely smashed. I think, oh, Eddie Rayleigh actually was the one that we saw on the wall. He kept it straight. Caution out for the engine failure. See what happened with Rayleigh. Loose with the crumpled up back end. But he manages to hold on and keep it straight. Steve Grant's night will unfortunately come to an end. Terminal engine damage. But on the truck, that thing is junk. I unfortunately am inclined to agree.
The King of the 95 back on the racetrack.
How many laps down he may have fallen.
Like on the ticker right now, he's 3 down, but it looks like this time by will be the lucky dog.
Field takes 32 to go. For short order yellow flag for an engine failure on Steve Grant. But again, this track has proven its competitiveness. Just a couple cautions here and there. Of course, this one, mechanical failure, so you kind of count that toward the number. And yep, there's Wiley King trying to get lined up here to get one of his laps back here. Yep, scored 4 down. Steve Grant will finish 23rd by the time it's all said and done here. Mac Daddy's looking for some ice cream on the infield there. Nah, home again, it's him. He'd be looking for some beer or something. A little whiskey. Just come from there. There we go. Oh, the joys of broadcasting on a laptop. I will get a PC at some point. First, I need to get myself back into a better financial situation after deciding to indulge in what could be one of the biggest events that I have ever gone to, and that would be, yeah, I might as well say it. To anyone who is familiar with what the Louder Than Life Festival is, I am attending 2 of the days, Friday and Saturday. To those that don't know, that is a metal festival in Kentucky.
Hello.
Hello indeed. Look, it is in Louisville, right? Yes, I think.
Yeah, I think it is.
So, you're familiar?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've not gone myself, but it definitely sounds exciting. So, nice.
I'm going to be 1,000% honest with you. I would not have imagined. Well, you might just be familiar with it, but you don't strike me as someone that might listen to that kind of music.
I found my way around.
Hey, diverse taste. I like it.
You hear your fair share of metal when growing up on NR Crash compilations.
You know, you have a point there. Because what fits best with those, and what does almost everybody use for crash comps? Rock and metal music. And I love it. I was a big metalhead myself. And thanks to a coworker of mine, convinced me, like, back in the spring or even before that, to go. And I said, you know what? I'll do 2 days, try to keep the hotel costs down a little bit. So I'm going for the Friday and Saturday. I'm going to get to see, oh boy, I'm going to get to see some bands that I'm really looking forward to. Dream Theater, Powerwolf, Spirit Box, Avenged Sevenfold's the main headliner on Friday, Static X. I'm going to be 1,000% honest with everybody. I'm going to lose my ever-loving mind when Sleep Token comes on the stage. That they are my boys. I love them. I love their music and what their music has done for me. I cannot describe it. I can describe the fact that we have 30 laps to go, though, which is a little more within my within my realm of explanation. But yeah, I'm stoked for that. I'm so stoked. That is only a month away. I can't wait. It is the most financially irresponsible thing I've ever done, and I don't care. It's going to be an experience. I'm going to try and vlog it too. So we'll see how that goes. So coming to 29 laps to go here as we're going to get back on track. Literally. Keith McLean, Ryan Johnson, Caleb Lingle, Herman Reese, and Fugate. Currently in the top 5. KJ, Hansen, Hardy, Sorensen, and Kodian, your top 10. Still another pit stop to make. How will this restart end up shaking up this time around?
Glenn got a pretty good launch off of that last restart. I have to see if he can do it again, but I didn't get much running in last time, so the tires probably cooled down a little bit, so we'll have to see how things go.
The car pulls are down. Yeah, a bit of a heat cycle on these tires, although they barely made it through 1 and 2 before the yellow came out, so might not be as severe.
And need another good restart by McLean.
He's got great restart gear, it looks like. That is a big difference when it comes to these open setups. You can modify the gearing, and what may help you on pit road might hurt you on the racetrack and vice versa. One thing is for sure, though, that 28 has got it locked up on these restarts, as they were really stacked up behind Herman Reese there for a bit, but they were going to spread it out. Checking tail end top 10 here. Kodian's going to take a bit of a run here for 9th on Sorensen. Kodian going to take that position. Sorensen backs out. Try to cross him over. A little snug there, but yeah, KJ, big spin and big crash involving the 03 as well. Hold on there. Trusting out again.
Oh, man.
At least that was a rear end impact, but
Oof.
AJ this time gets caught out. Is that a self? No, it wasn't. I think he had help. Oh, no, he did. Oh, wait, what? Did the engine die? What did I just see? Yeah, I think he blew up.
Yeah, the telemetry, it just shifts into neutral on him. Wow.
Wow. Trey, you mentioned that last week, the witching hour. Oh, we're there. But both of these last cautions for engine failures, I can't believe that on the 029. It's the random catches him out, and
The 029's still kicking right now, so
Yeah, he technically had help, but that's because, he lost power. And Ken Hansen just had nowhere to go. Although this didn't help.
That is fascinating. I've never really seen anything like that.
But now he's running.
Carl, it looks fine. No smoke pouring out the back or anything, so
I am bewildered.
I don't even know if it was engine related.
My only remote guess is that he accidentally hit the clutch. That is my only guess. I have no idea how something like that can happen. Or something unplugged itself, or what. That is bizarro land right there. As a good chunk of the field comes down pit road, except about it. Reese. Going off sequence here.
Hmm.
Let's see, how many laps we got to go here? 26.
Ooh.
That is pushing the boundary a little bit.
I think from what you told me, that's like right on the edge of the window.
That'll be right on.
That's sitting on the fence right there.
Bob Gibson stayed out. The 77 has stayed out. The 10. Yeah, we got a good chunk of guys staying out here. See if any of them end up coming down this next time. But,
Yes.
wow.
Ooh. Got a couple coming in. Some fake to set.
Randy Smith, why the king, coming in there. There's Ryan Johnson and Caleb Lingle on the apron, hardcore clutching.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I feel like maybe my initial 25 to 28 prediction may have been a bit generous. It may be more like 25 at best. But here's the thing, though. If Herman is staying out outright, he's banking on more cautions. Because he's not going to be able to make it. Nor would anybody else who stays out here.
This is a very interesting turn of events.
You ain't kidding. A caution for something quite bizarre. And now mixed bag of strategy. Unless Herman's thinking, well, I can't make it no matter what. So I'm just going to go ahead and wait until we're getting closer to 1 to go. And then I'll come in. Click off the laps. But then that's going to kill his track position. Which making up ground at this track is doable, but very difficult. If you're trying to go from the back to the front, especially in this amount of time. And yeah, it looks like he's pretty well committed at this point, unless we still aren't at 1 to go yet. On the clutch.
It is 1 to go.
Lights go out. So, 23 to
Oh,
go.
Boy.
And yeah, Bob Gibson has stayed out along with the 77 of DJ. So, those will be your top 3. Them guys all staying out. Keith McLean on back. All pitted. All with the most amount of fuel, but still clutching. All right, the King will get another lap back here. Scored 4 down, so that'll be 3.
Still had a couple of lead lap cars come in that time by Ken Hansen. Eddie Rayleigh came in. Randy Smith.
Opting for the top-off strategy there. How's this going to play out for these guys? No, we're only going to have to wait and find out. I mean, since we are in the witching hour, as it were. I have not the slightest idea of what's going to happen here. We may go green to the end. We may have 5 more cautions. Or anything in between.
I don't know what's going to happen at this point until we see that checkered flag.
But Caleb, this has been awesome stuff so far. I appreciate you being up here with me. But hey, we still got a ways to go here. 23 laps remaining at the stripe as Herman Reese will now lead them to the green flag this time. See how these
from the 73.
See how these guys get through the corner here. And a couple guys that have not been up front very much, although Bob Gibson did do a good job holding his own earlier on. DJ, this is the farthest up that he's been. Ryan Johnson had to bail out of the throttle there a little bit. Everybody's lifting and just opting to stay in line. Everybody's throwing in the clutch. Oh my gosh, these guys aren't even... They are quite sketchy as far as making it.
Oof.
I love how that was put. Testosterone levels go up, IQ goes down. So that's one way to word it. Ryan Johnson's hard on the clutch. So Caleb threw it in at one point. Herman Reese is saying see you later to everybody. There is no saving out of that 73. So he's either hoping for a caution or he knows something that we don't.
To see what kind of lap times that 73 is running. Yeah, 38.0. That's 73. I don't think he's saving much at all, if any. But I'd definitely say all these guys back here. I don't know. Keith McLean ran a 37.9 that last time by. Ryan Johnson a 38.0. So
I will say this about this track: it is very conducive to run very good lap times with throwing in the clutch. Like you saw Ryan Johnson just throw in the clutch there into turn 3. And I bet you his lap time's not going to be that far off here. Let's see what it is. Yeah, 37.9.
37.9, yeah.
So yeah, this track is very conducive to being able to throw in the clutch and just let it naturally slow you down.
Mm-hmm.
He also took a fairly deep entry there, which will actually kind of help cut back on the amount of distance that you're technically going. Every little bit helps. Yep, there's Keith throwing it in. Yeah, everybody on the clutch here except Herman Reese. He's also finding some lap time with cutting the dog leg here. But with 19 laps to go, and all these guys still hardcore saving fuel, I just don't see it. There is no way that Herman's going to be able to make it.
We'll have to see how it all ends up shaking out, but at least as it seems right now, that 73 doesn't seem to be saving a drop at the moment.
No. Cutting the dog leg now. A little bit more. Boy, second and third just ran.
37.7.
They ran within it. They ran the exact same lap time to the 1,000th. You don't see that too often.
McLean, that was almost his fastest lap of the race, too.
Gap is 1.3 seconds from first to second. But again, these guys saving fuel. Herman, having stayed out, is not. He is banking on the yellow flag. He's got it.
Oh, McLean!
Oh, goodness. Are you serious?
McLean is wrecked.
Oh, big time.
No.
What has happened here? Let's find out. Well, first we're going to see what caused the yellow flag with the 03, and oh, he is absolutely mauled.
Oh, man, you gotta be kidding me.
Let's see what happens here. Oh, Troy Donahue into... Oh! Donahue into the apron, pushed him up into the 03, and the old NR ping off the guy's quarter panel, and see you later. That's probably a race-ending hit there for the 03, but now, what has happened to Mac Daddy? Oh, did he? Oh, don't tell me. No, he just lost it.
Just lost it.
And same thing as we saw from, I think it was Eddie. I think we saw it from Eddie Rayleigh earlier. Just, there's no warning. It just kicks on you. That's what it looked like. It may have started to go, but man, once it went hard.
Mm-hmm.
And it hit from Fugate to boot.
Fugate got a piece of that as well.
You just look at that thing swap ends on him.
I just don't think really anything that McLean could have done there. That thing just completely snapped around on him.
Wow. How the complexion of this race has changed. Especially now that Herman Reese is going to get to pit along with everybody else and is going to be on sequence. That's going to be big for his track position. That's the caution that he wanted. And Hansen stays out. Along with Charlie Trusty. Now the King will get another lap back. This will put him 3 down, I believe. Yep, HB Hardy out of the race with the crash. And Keith has also called it a night. Wow. The fastest driver of the night to out of it. Just like that. That's NR. That's how on the ragged edge these guys are. The best of the best. It catches them from time to time. And that's all it takes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's NR, and in a general sense, that's just racing as well.
Kind of checking on through the field here. Is Steve Grant out too? Let's see him. Oh yeah, duh, he blew up. I'm stupid.
King in the 95 gonna get another lap back.
Are these two gonna be staying out here? It's 94 and 43. They may have topped off.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did come in and top off on the last caution. So, I guess just to throw it out there, maybe they can make it.
And I wanted to say maybe the 77 to 46 may have just taken fuel only or 2 tires. Once again, we are shaking it up. Ugh. This is going to be either a race for the ages, or we're going to be seeing some more carnage. Because at a track like this, with 15 coming to 14 to go, I think it'll be 13 to go when we officially take the stripe here. That's a long ways of racing left, so this is far from over. I think that we can see a little bit of everything.
I still think there's a lot left in these guys here tonight. And it's been a night full of surprises so far. Some good, some bad, unfortunately. But regardless, it has been a crazy race and a fun race here tonight from California. And yeah, like you said, it is not quite over just yet.
Going to be 13 to go when they take the stripe, and your leader is Ken Hansen. Charlie Trusty, neither of those guys pitted. DJ and Bob Gibson opted for abbreviated pit stops. Herman Reese will be 5th. He is the first guy on fully fresh rubber. Caleb Engel, Ryan Johnson, Fugate, Ron Simpson, and Duke Sorensen round out your top 10 as they run. I think KJ is in quite a ways back here, and for a while now he's up back in 14th. Sure, he would like to be a little bit better than that. Oh boy. Caleb, expectations?
Honestly, at this point, I don't really know what to expect other than this is going to be probably absolutely wild.
Agreed. Oh, hiccup. I'm going to hold my breath for 5 seconds. It was a little more than 5 seconds, but I wanted to make sure I didn't have the hiccups for this finish. Here we go. Green flag going to fly. 13 laps to go, and everybody is everywhere. Here we go.
And Ken Hansen is gone.
Charlie Trusty, not the greatest restart there. Everyone else, though, not too much of a stack up there, though, which is good to see. How quick a work are these guys going to try to make here? Oh my gosh, Caleb is all but hitting the 73 already.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh, 77. 77 passing the 43. 3 wide. Hold on, fellas. Oh my, this is bad.
Oh, splitting them.
Oh, 77 in front of the field. You guys are going to spin it.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Oh,
my goodness.
Magoo. That could have been 20 times worse.
And we got the big one on the front stretch at Auto Club.
Unfortunately so, as Magoo's going to do a Kyle Busch there for a brief moment. Reverse around.
And I think the 85, Ricky Bumbaloo might have gone around and off of 4 as well.
Man. It was the two guys that had stayed out or were toward the front initially, the 46 and the 77. They got themselves back up there again. And unfortunately, they were the two that, they started with the 77. They were the two that ended up going around. Everyone else, all the heavy hitters, managed to miss them. I'm honestly shocked that it wasn't further, it wasn't deeper in that mess there of cars that ended up being where any calamity happened. Ron Simpson goes for a ride. Trusty also got collected. AJ sliding through the grass. Yeah, that's a lot of spins. But thankfully, not a whole lot of major carnage. Although, yeah, Ricky Bumbaloo does end up going for a solo spin himself in between 3 and 4. But man, just look at this. How much they're trying to split everybody, just knowing that there's so little time. And all the while in front of them, 77 falls victim to the kickout. Look at all these cars going around. Randy Smith, see him sliding through the infield. There's Magoo. Yeah, the big one as far as the number of cars going around, but not so big as far as the amount of carnage that occurred. Thankfully was at a minimum. Hansen holding on to the lead, though. He certainly didn't mind having all that happen behind him. I think he is going to mind, though, the fact that he's got, well, these guys behind him. Yeah, Ryan Johnson, Herman Racing, Caleb Engel now, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Oh, boy. They are going to be out for blood. Fugate in the top 5 at the moment. That is great to see out of him. Duke Sorensen is now 6th, and Rick Castle is 7th. I have not mentioned Rick's name at all tonight. Harry Kodian, KJ, KJ and Ron Simpson are going to be 9th and 10th, and they both went around in that. Wild is that? But Dan Rubino, he's surviving. He's up in 11th. He Rayleigh's surviving despite the damage. There's going to be some tore-up race cars in this one, but hey, it's a show that we're getting treated to here. And that's just Fontana, baby. We'd love to see it.
Mm-hmm. This is definitely going to be interesting because now Ken Hanson's still the leader, but he's got Ryan Johnson right behind him, Herman Reese, Caleb Lingle, all right there in the line. So this could definitely get interesting.
Quite a bit. Ken, though, he's got a good car. He qualified 4th, dropped back at points, but I don't recall him ever getting involved in anything catastrophic. So he's got a good piece under him.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a pole position this season as well. So he's got some speed. And if he wins this, that would be winner number 11 on the season. Again, we'll just add to the parity. Of course, Ryan Johnson going for win number 3. Herman Reese win number 6. Caleb Lingle, I do believe, is also going for number 3. Actually, come to think of it, Fugate would also be looking for win number 3. He managed to win Texas and Rockingham for the first Texas race. And then Rockingham so far this season. Lights are out on the pace car. It will be 8 laps remaining. Charlie Trusty has called it a night now in that number 43. So he'll finish 20th. That's quite a group of cars that are now out of the race. Yeah, we didn't mention Monty Keller. Also ended up out of the race. It looks like he ended up falling out of the server really early on and has not gotten back in since. So 8 cars out. And 1 will be a lap down. Everybody else on the lead lap. So 18 cars here on the lead lap still. And the 94. You gotta imagine he's going to be trying to drive the race of his life here to try to hold on to this race win. That would be incredible to see it if he can get it done.
Definitely.
He's got a roaring fan club in the chat rooting for him. But hey, Ryan Johnson, yeah, he's another CCR guy. So CCR 1-2 indeed, as Ed pointed out. Oh my. What is going to happen here?
I guess we're about to find out. Here we go.
Ken Hansen will lead them to the green. And here we go. Pretty even between those two, although now Ryan's starting to get a run already.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, he's already there.
Inside.
Caleb and Herman side by side, and oh, man, he took it handily.
Oh, he's got it.
Handily. So, Caleb pushing up there. Careful. The boards there, getting a little drawn to each other. Caleb, if he's able to get clear, and he will. Ken is on the high side and is going to start to slip back. That's a bit of a bummer for him, but hey, looks like if he can try to hold on, it's going to be a solid run no matter what. Plenty of time here. Is still 7 laps to go. A few car lengths for Caleb to make up here, but all bets are off. The gloves are off.
Go time.
Go time. Here in SoCal.
And Lingle's reeling him in.
Using that draft to his advantage. He's got Herman behind him, getting a little bit of a slipstream push from that 73.
Yeah,
Why the king? Oh, yeah, he's...
Here they come. Oh, you get up the track.
Way up in the wall. 3 wide.
Oof.
Ooh, I thought that was going to get
Look at
dicey.
KJ.
Well, that's a heck of a move. Oh, this could get hairy. This is going to be a hairy spot here. And not just because Harry Codian is there. Hardy har har.
Hey, yeah, Cody up into fourth.
Yeah, about them apples there. It's another good run there for that 13. He's really coming to life here as of late. As Ken's going to try to take that spot back. Checking back up in these top three. They remain relatively stagnant amongst each other. Hansen was not able to complete that move on KJ and will remain in the sixth position. Fugate's going to get by Sorensen for seventh. Caution at this point will probably end the race with 5 laps to go. And Caleb with his personal best. Ryan Johnson with his personal best. Man,
yeah, it's on now.
They are, oh my goodness. All three of these guys ran within 200ths of each other.
He got
tight!
Run. He's got an insane run. He goes
to the apron in the grass! And Fontana, are you serious? Inside lane.
Oh, got tight entering the corner.
Oh, where's Ryan really powers it around the outside.
Cleared him.
Clear.
Wow.
4 to go. Ryan's going to try to send it back up here, though. Gets a little bit lower. But he's going to push up there just a little bit. Can he get a run? Caleb going defensive. Now 3. Herman Reese looking on, going, all right, this will be interesting.
Oh,
here we go, indeed. To the inside. He's going to get a little bit tight. Advantage to the 113, but he's going to start to push nearly into the wall. And they stay side by side.
Oh, fantastic stuff up here for the lead. Still side by side. You're heading into 3 and 4. Lingle's going to back the corner entry up just a little bit. Johnson's going to clear, but we'll see if that 113 can maybe get a bit of a run.
Ooh. Herman's still in the picture big time. Blocks him all the way to the white line. And with 2 to go, Caleb gave him some grace there, but now he's going to try to cross him over.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's got the run once again.
Run here off of 2.
This is far from over. Defensive again from the 78. Big block. Incredible stuff here.
3 and 4.
Oh, don't hit the apron.
Drive it in. 13. Lingo gets tight on the inside, but Johnson gets tight on the outside.
Does Herman make it 3 wide? He's going to run himself. He's going to. White flag. 3 wide for the win. Can you get any better than this?
On the bottom, Rice in the middle, Johnson on the top.
Oh, look at this!
Cross them both over.
Oh, if he doesn't turn him. Caleb is clear. Herman going for P2. That might do it unless we get a big sail out there from Brian. He's going to have to back out of that one. Yeah, that was too hard there. Caleb Lingle, the battle of the season, wins it at Fontana.
What a battle. Wow.
Boom. All 3 of you guys just put on the best racing that I think we have seen for the race win all season, outside of maybe Darlington. Wow. Oh, and Texas. Let's not forget Texas. But, my goodness. Their heart's got to be pounding out of their chests. I know mine is, and I wasn't even on the track. But Harry Codian in 4th. Great run there. KJ 5th. And Fugate 6th. That's a run that Fugate was looking for there. Caleb Lingle, win number 3 on the season after his abysmal luck in the first half of this regular season. His luck turns around. And he's got himself another dub. And it comes here in SoCal burning it down here on the start-finish line. And rolling her into victory lane there. There's a screenshot for you. Caleb, can you get any better than that?
I don't know if it does.
Oh. Awesome racing. All three of these guys. I am so excited to get to talk to all of them. Wow. That was phenomenal. That was great. That is California racing. And does it get any better than that? That's Hobo Cup racing. Wow. And Caleb winning it for the Caleb clan.
Let's go.
Doing the name proud. They were 3 wide of the white flag. Like,
I thought Rice was about to pull a Paulus there.
Oh, that would have been very reminiscent, wouldn't it? Let's take another look at that, shall we? This is coming to the white flag. Herman with the run. I was thinking, is he really going to do this? He does. Ends up in the middle. Ryan tries to arc it and diamond it as best as he can. He gets an incredible run through the middle. But it was either that or turn the 113. He throws a quick block there on the 73. And then just the sail of the century right there. But yeah, just overcooked it. You will still get second. Just ahead of Herman. The gap between those two, 13 thousandths of a second. And actually, no, I was wrong. It was Herman that got second. My bad. I was too focused on that.
Just barely.
Just barely. Wow. What more can you ask for out of a battle between 3 guys there? It's a great job for Caleb Herman and Ryan Johnson, your first, second, and third place finishers. Harry Codian, again, an incredible 4th. He's getting some good runs here as of late. That's awesome to see out of 13. KJ 5th, Fugate 6th. Dan Rubino brings it to 7th place.
How about that?
Awesome. Awesome stuff there for the 44. That's huge. Ricky Bumbledo, Bob Gibson, Randy Smith, the top 10. After it's all said and done, Duke Sorensen, Rick Castle, Ron Simpson, Troy Donahue, and Wiley King is the top 15. Andy Rayleigh, Magoo, DJ, Ken Hansen, all the finishers tonight. Unfortunately, that strategy didn't quite work out for Ken.
Hey, Wiley King P15 and on the lead lap from 5 laps down.
Yeah, you're right. Does end up on the lead lap. So, big stuff there after falling out of the server. So, awesome stuff there for Wiley. Definitely a race of attrition, though. He had Charlie Trusty, Keith McLean, H.B. Hardy, Steve Grant, Irv Johnson, Steve Rubino, Jeff Stacanis, Mark DeSenza, and Monty Keller all out of the race through various means, either engine failures, crash, in one case, gear failure, and, of course, an internet issue for Monty Keller. So he went to the disco instead. Go dance the night away. Whew. That took it out of me. So before I fall asleep and inevitably pass out from all but shouting, let's go ahead and talk to these guys here. Let's start with 3rd place finisher. But heck of a night it was for Ryan Johnson.
User was moved to your channel.
And there he is, the Buffalo Wild Wings man. Ryan Johnson, do you copy?
Got a copy.
I'm going to say this to all 3 of you as you each come in here, but I can't get better than that. That was insane.
A race.
That
a
was
race.
awesome.
Yes.
Well, first question. First of all, how hard is your heart pumping right now?
Oh, it's beating pretty good. Yeah. Like that's what this game is all about. When you can race like that, race it clean and have close racing, it just that just makes it all the better. That there's nothing better than that. I'll take a third against those guys. Yeah, I'd like to won, was in contention, but hey, I'll take it, man.
Truth be told on that one, and once again, you were able to find your way from about the midfield up to the front there, from based on where you started. Uh, but that thing seemed like it was pretty well locked up. You were racing up there at the front throughout most of the night. Car seemed like it was rolling for you pretty well. What were the track conditions like out there for you?
Well, for me, it seemed pretty good. It would get a little bit loose on the early run. You know, on the exit, you had to kind of baby it through the exits. But after that, it would pretty much stick wherever I put it. I was able to, and I felt like I was really solid in 1 and 2. I could really run low and get a good run off the corner. In fact, their last lap or two, I know I got hung out to the high side. We were 3 wide, and I thought I'm going to dive it down in there, and I damn near had Caleb. Got by Herman, and just didn't want to get into Caleb because he was arcing it back down. It was his line. Had to let up just a tick, and then there that last lap coming through 3 and 4 nibbled the apron. Herman was able to get me, but just fun. That was just a fun race.
Oh man, I can't tell you how much fun that was to watch. I do have to ask you, as you were coming to the white flag, and all of a sudden that spotter's probably telling you you're up top 3 wide. I know you said yeah you were trying to really power through the middle there, but just tell me what the mentality is at that point of just oh I'm 3 wide now for the race win on the last lap. How the heck am I going to go about this?
Well, like I said just a second ago, I thought, well, I'm hung out here and I'm going to dive it in deep and see if I can do a crossover, kind of pull an old Earnhardt. So, but didn't quite work out. But nonetheless, it was a good race anyway. I'm not ashamed of a third for sure.
Yeah, definitely don't be ashamed of a of a good result there and just overall an excellent race that you ran and keeping her up there very very well, pretty much in the top 5 or top 3 most of the night, aside from when some guys were trying some strategy there. So awesome job. I'll turn it over to see if Caleb's got any thoughts or anything for our third place finisher.
I guess really just man, I really don't know what to say after watching that. That was absolutely fantastic racing by the three of you. Absolutely heart pounding, even for us up here in the booth. That was absolutely spectacular. I really can't think of many examples of racing that gets much better than that. So, really great job by you and all those other guys out there battling for the win there, and just a spectacular performance out of you tonight. Great job out there.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Just kind of ran my typical race. Tried to, work my way up through. I'm not always the best qualifier, and I don't do a lot of practice, so my practice is done kind of during the race. So, I race every night, so I pretty much got a good idea of what track conditions are going to be. But you never know with the setup, the little quirks you may forget in between the times you race these certain tracks. But just maintained a good race. Got lucky a few times there. Keith, I don't know how I kept it off Keith when Keith spun in front of me there with with what 15, 20 to go. I was really shocked to see him go around, although I did see him get loose a few times. It was a tough break for Keith for all he does for everyone over here. So
Yeah, it was a bummer to see him suffer the snap treatment, as we called it. Saw that happen to 3 different guys tonight, including him. So that's a bummer for him. But Ape didn't strike that 78, and whew, um, that was awesome stuff. I
yeah, I went
just
back
hope
and
that the
watched.
call does justice.
Yeah, I went back and watched those last few laps, and I mean, I didn't realize how close we came to touching. All 3 of us at certain points. I mean, it was tight, but it was clean racing, and that's what it should be. That's how you do it.
And nowhere better than Hobo. That's where you see it. But great run, man. As usual, though, of course, you know what to do whenever we get you up here in the booth.
Yep. Thanks to everyone over here at Hobo, all the admins, Steve Rubino, Bino, Jeff Stacanis, Duke, anyone else involved in admin and keeping this league running. It's well appreciated. It's a great place to come race. Shout out to my buddies over at CCR. I already got a text from Jeff Habbick saying good job. So I know those guys were playing golf, but had the broadcast on, watching you guys, and definitely want to give a shout out to my buddies there and my teammates, Caleb, Ken Hansen. Who else we got? Troy, Rick Castle, all those guys. We all work together and try and come up with setups to be competitive over here with these guys and run good races and get good finishes and good results. So, and thank you to you guys, as always, for broadcasting us, letting us, show what we can do. Appreciate it.
You put it on full display tonight, man. Great race, great finish, and hey, best of luck heading into Richmond.
All right. Thanks, sir. Have a good night.
You too, my man.
User was moved out of your
Ryan
channel.
Johnson. Next up, Herman Reese, second place,
User was moved
and
to your channel.
extending the point lead. But first off, Herman, do you copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll start with the same question I started with Ryan. How hard's the heart beating right now?
That EKG was pumping.
I can only imagine.
It was, yeah. It looked like Epstein's polygraph as it was going.
Oh dear God. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than
Best
just
finish of the year.
that was some of the hardest racing that I have seen this season. Texas was right up there, and of course Darlington, but that one just with three guys just fighting it out as hard as they could. First thing I will ask you, and then I'll let you have your thought there. But coming to the white, you got to make the decision of making it 3 wide. Just kind of talk me through that last lap.
Well, I was talking to both of the Caleb and Ryan. They, it's a momentum track, and the two of them got together close a couple times. And the one time in the one, I was going to get Caleb down. Had it played out, and Ryan drove it in on the outside, and Caleb had to check up. And I said, well, I'm not going to get you. Sometimes you're too close to make the pass. So I backed the corner up, and they got side by side. And, Caleb goes to make the pass, and I have a huge head of steam plus the draft. And I was going to go down there in the grass, but he, cleanly, made his move to the bottom. So, and Ryan was still at the top. I said, heck with it. I'm not going to check. We got this white flag. We got to go. And went through the middle. Your apologies are a lot nicer when they realize this is for the win versus lap 2 when you do stupid stuff like that. And then I guess we were 3 wide a couple more times during that period.
Oh yeah, you guys were right on it. I mean, it was them two, and you were right on top of them, watching them up until that last lap when it was go time. And but it's as Ryan was saying, you kept it clean, very respectful, but hard, very very hard racing, which honestly is what you want to see.
Had he not clipped the apron, he would have finished second. And the thing I was telling them, I said, we all stunk in the same, like our cars were all bad in one spot of the corner, all three the same, like on exit. I felt like we were all struggling a little bit, and that could have been gear. I went with a little bit of a gas mileage gear and could run a little more tape with what I did, but you pay on these short run deals. And I don't feel like I adjusted enough at the end of the race, although we were really running some fast laps. I think I ran a 50 and a 60 right there at the end, and that's getting it done around here. That's qualifying.
Yeah, let me. I can actually pull it up here. Yeah, you guys were all in the 0.5s. Although Arlo Descents actually beat all of y'all for the fastest lap earlier on. So, fancy that.
Yeah, we had. I mean, it was I'm through an audible. This is not the setup that I ran the last few years, and I'm a former winner here. Keith McLean and we worked pretty hard even today, and I took my Chicago setup and converted it with a couple of different things, which I would never have thought that it would work, but it did. And really good long run set. I thought the race, all in all, I'm going to have to go back and look. I guess there was some plowing in the back, but the racing up front was great all night.
Oh, I can definitely attest to how awesome it was up front there, amongst all you guys. Caleb, anything for Herman?
Not much really. Again, kind of the same thing I told Johnson. Just a spectacular performance out of you three, and an absolutely spectacular finish. Really nice battle you all had there, and really nice that you all kept it all clean as well. And honestly, like I said, just that white flag lap, seeing y'all go 3 wide, that was absolutely incredible. So fantastic drive out of you tonight. Like Andrew said, gonna probably extend your points lead after this one. So
Yeah,
I have to
thank
see
you.
how that turns out. But I honestly wish you the best of luck in the championship.
Yeah, thank you. It's we'll see. I think we're at Daytona next week, and you're going to see the same players uh, up there. I think Caleb and I have been on the front row two or three of the last open speedway races, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. When you race the same guys, you're going to have a lot of incidents with those same guys, but you're also around them more, and you get used to their style. And those two guys, you're not going to believe it. If you watch the last 10 laps, they're teammates. You would never know it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what Ryan said. He said, shout out to the teammates, and I was like, oh man, he was going hard with his teammate there, but it all worked out. And I'm actually looking at the schedule. It is actually Richmond next week.
Yuck. That's right, Richmond night. I told you last time I'm not good there, and I pulled off the top 5. So if I can do that, that'll be awesome. But yeah, it was all in all, it was a great night. I thought I might steal one there at the end. I just needed a little more. I need them to rough each other up a little bit or another apron shot. But all in all, a good night, fun night for racing, and I'm sure it was for you guys. I feel bad. My team didn't have as good of a night. Keith McLean had one of the fastest cars, and he just that's the product of this. You're on the edge, and it could snap loose at any time, and that's what happened to him off 4 there.
Yeah, we saw that a couple times out with some guys.
I looked all world when I decided to stay out when them suckers pitted. I thought I'm gonna pull off a trick here, and it almost paid off.
Hey, but all in all, it got you in the position where you were able to fight with those guys, and then once Keith had his deal, it all worked out to give us an incredible race like that. So great job for all three. Awesome job on the runner up tonight and extending that point lead. But of course, as always, the floor is yours for closing thoughts. I'm all talked out, I swear.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for broadcasting it. And Keith McLean sponsored the race tonight, so thank him. I did my best for him. And the Hobo Racing, the Bina brothers, Steve and Daniel. And congrats to Caleb. He was runner up last week. We just flipped spots this week, and that was a fun run. And thanks. I mean, these are fun. I'll tell you, I'll be just like I told you last week. We're sitting here at lunch tomorrow, going to replays. So it was a lot of fun. Thank you guys. And Caleb, thanks for coming on board tonight.
Yeah, really glad to be up here once again. I have a lot of fun with these, and I'm just happy to be given the honor week in and week out to be up here. And I really appreciate you all for putting on great shows as well. So thank you.
All right, you guys have a great night, and we'll see you next week.
Hey, well, see, yeah.
I probably won't get to talk to you next week, but the following week, yes, I will.
Hey, just got to make it through that one,
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll definitely want to show the boys this one. But, awesome job, man.
Thanks. We'll see you guys.
Oh, and if you could also maybe hop up there and just tell Steve Grant to stick around till after this, I just have something I need to talk to him about.
All right, 10-4.
User left your channel.
And on that note, our race winner,
User was moved to your
and
channel.
there he is, Mr. Caleb Lingle. Do you copy?
I do, Andrew.
Has your heart rate slowed down yet?
No, it has not.
No.
Still shaking over here.
I don't blame you one bit. That was some of the I was saying Texas, the second Texas race, and this are probably the 2 hardest races that I've seen so far this season. That was incredible stuff out of all 3 of you. You end up coming out on top. First off, I gotta ask you, a couple laps to go there. You were in the grass, dude. Holy crap.
Yeah, that was a oops moment. I did not mean to go that low. And when I got down there, I hold the wheel straight and hope for the best. It worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Final lap. You're on the bottom of 3 wide. You throw the block on Herman, and he goes even lower. So, he shoots up to the middle, I should say. So you're on the bottom of 3, and you just send her off into the corner there. What the heck is going through your mind for that final lap?
Yeah, I saw Herman dive low because I was side by side with Ryan, and I saw him start going low. I had to go block that, and he shot, like you said, shot up in the middle. And I did not know how close we 3 were getting into the corner, but I knew how close I was to Herman, and I knew I had a low entry in there, and it'd make you wash up. So I obviously did. I didn't mean to, uh, but I think he washed up the track as well. So I try to stay off of him, but also try not to lose a lot of momentum mid corner that would let Ryan get another crossover move on both of us.
And that worked out beautifully. I could see him really going for that run, and thankfully, yeah, kind of thankfully backed out of that just a little bit. But still, though, that is some of the hardest racing that I've seen. Uh, like I said, all season aside from probably Texas. I don't really know what else to say. Really, I guess the only other question that I might have is just overall, it seemed like you and Keith were kind of the class of the field. You guys really had those cars hooked up well. And Ryan was saying, of course, yeah, you guys were really working on trying to get the setup right. But it seemed like it was driving pretty darn well for you.
It was, yeah. I could run it decently hard, but I had to save tires starting towards the beginning of the run, and that slowed me up a little bit. But overall, I was pretty happy with the speed throughout the run. Obviously, Ryan was able to drive it in. Well, he was driving in harder than I was into the corner, and I was trying to back up my entry, and that was really the difference there.
Yeah, I got you there. I will turn it over to the other Caleb. Yeah, hey, Caleb represents tonight and worked out nicely. But Mr. Rose, you got anything?
Honestly, just a fantastic job by you and all those other guys out there, and a spectacular finish. That battle was absolutely fun and incredible to watch. Nice to see you all going at it and keeping it clean as well. That final lap, especially, was exhilarating. Watching all of y'all take the white flag 3 wide, but just overall, a spectacular performance by you tonight. Coming home with the win for all of us Caleb's out there. So, great job tonight, and just a fantastic race.
Thank you. Yeah, it's nice to be able to race with some guys that 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 are going to race you as clean as possible, and we're able to race each other really hard. So big thanks to Ryan and Herman for all the clean racing and all the respect out there on the track.
Yeah, man, keeping it clean, keeping it respectful, but going as flat out and hard as you can, which was absolutely fantastic. So great job. And an awesome win. That'll be number 3, I do believe. Great to see you finally back in victory lane, man. That is freaking awesome. Since you're in victory lane here, after you parked it there beautifully on the track, that was cool. But your closing thoughts, my man. The floor is yours. You have earned it with honor.
Thank you. Thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, teammates and folks helping me out with setups, and Rubino's for running the league, and Keith for sponsoring this, and y'all for doing it. Thankful for this track. I mean, a lot of these tracks we go to are single groove tracks, but this one, that you can see tonight, was a multi groove. You can run side by side and actually have some good racing. So I was glad to see that, and I was glad it looked like it put on a good show. It was fun from my seat.
Fun from our seat too. That is for dang sure. Awesome job, my dude. Go celebrate. Go try and get that heart rate down a little bit.
I'll do what I can.
Awesome job, man. We'll see you, Richmond.
All right, see y'all there.
User was moved out of your channel.
And that was the race winner. It's getting a little bit late here, but Caleb, I'll get your closing thoughts on a bit of a crazy race early on, and then it delivered at the end there. Your closing thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a spectacular race here from the Auto Club Speedway. That was, like you said, you had a lot of multi-groove racing in play. You had a lot of strategy we saw here tonight as well with the cautions that we did have. It definitely really threw some wrenches into things and gave us a lot of different strategies up in play, which was really nice to see. And on top of all that, had some spectacular battles and an absolutely barn burner finish between those 3. That was definitely a finish for the ages right there. That was absolutely incredible. Just what a race here from the Auto Club Speedway. I know I usually say that about every race that I watch because they're all fun in their own right, but like seriously in this instance, what a absolute incredible race tonight from the California Speedway.
That was a banger right there. Once they got it going, once they got side by side, it was just game on. I'm looking forward to watching that back myself. That is awesome stuff. Of course, next week is Richmond, so might not be quite as crazy of a finish, but who knows? Richmond, of course, played host to pretty much one of the biggest margins of victory on the season so far. So we'll see how next week goes. We'll see everyone here at the same time, same place, here at Hobo. Again, stay tuned for what we've got coming up here for Saturday nights and some other races coming up here in the future, hopefully, as well. But until then, though, thank you once again, Mr. Rose, for joining me. Congrats to Caleb Lingle on win number 3 on the season. That 113 season is definitely turning around, and watch for him to be a championship contender. We'll see y'all in a week's time. Stay safe, all. Take care. And bye for now.